What's up guys, Parker Welck here with Team DGA. I'm going to show you guys what's in my bag for the 2024 season. Alright, starting off with my putting putters. If you guys know me, I kind of swap putters here and there depending on the wind or what I'm feeling that week. But I've been kind of going through the DGA Surfs and the Steady BLs. Now what I like about the Surf is it's very fast, very glidey, kind of like a point and shoot sort of thing. So if you're going to aim at the basket, this is the one for you. But if you're going to miss, bye-bye, that's double bogey bill. I've also really been liking the Steadies. These are more of like a slower, safer type of putter. You know, it's the same thing, point and shoot, kind of glidey, but these definitely aren't as fast and they won't go as far when you miss. Next up, we got the Breaker. This disc has been so good in my bag. I use this for all sorts of approaches, both forehand and backhand, although I seem to like it more for my forehand approaches. Now what this disc does, it likes to go wherever you want it to go. So when you're nice and close, you put it on hyzer, it's gonna go out hyzer. You want it flat, it's gonna go straight, and hyzer, it's gonna hold a little bit and then end up going flat right near the basket. And that's basically it. I normally carry maybe a Steady BL and ice plastic, but for now, I'm only rocking with the Breaker. All right, moving on to the mid-ranges. This is my favorite slot. I absolutely love throwing mid-ranges. First up, we got two Aftershocks. I have one both brand new and one pretty beat up. Now, the beat up one is kind of like a hyzer flipper and then kind of rides straight. The more overstable brand new one, it's throw it as hard as you can and it's gonna go straight for however long you want it to. Love these discs. Next up, we got the Quakes. Right now, I'm carrying a super overstable run of Quake. This was dyed by Pastry Dyes. Looks absolutely beautiful. Next up, we got the Tour Series Quake. Now this guy, I'm busting it out pretty much every time I have an approach from a little bit further out than a breaker. So forehand, backhand, you name it, it's gonna do it. I would absolutely recommend this to you guys. You can go ahead and pick them up on discgolf.com, the DGA website. Next up, the fairway slots. Love the fairway slots because this is the type of disc that you can kind of create the fairways of your choice with. First up, we have a Bonsai. I'm absolutely falling in love with this disc. It's become one of like my staples in like that, just below that driver range. If you need it to go straight, maybe a little hyzer flip, Bonsai is for you. This is my most understable fairway, the Pipeline. I throw this one for deep hyzer flips or if it needs to turn late down the fairway, I'm busting this out, or even rollers sometimes. Next up, we got the super beefy slot. I'm throwing a Glow Hellfire. Now this guy, yeah, there's nothing else needs to be said, just check this clip. All right, here's the Hellfire, super overstable. Next up, the drivers. Now these guys, I only carry 3. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you don't need to carry a whole lot of discs. I mean, you guys see it, there's not much in there. When you carry a whole lot of discs, it makes you kind of think about, just throwing whole different crazy types of shots, but you really just, if you keep it basic, it makes it a lot easier for the game. So what I do is I go understable. Right here is a Nuke. Paulie LeBerry just gave this to me last week because I needed a roller for like a bomber roller, but it turns out it's like a pretty good hyzer flip disc. And then in the medium slot, we have a first run Venom. Now this disc, I throw on a little bit of anhyzer and it goes pretty straight for a while and then it comes back left eventually. So I'm throwing this more of like a fairway type of shot, but if it needs to go extra far, busting that one out. Now for my super overstable slot, I'm throwing one of these Z-Nukes. This guy is super overstable, super pop top. You'll see me throw this on a ton of anhyzer and it'll eventually come out to the left. I'm really throwing this one if there's like, no trees in the fairway, just kind of hucking and praying, ripping sort of shots. That's when the Nukes come into play. Now on to the Wind Fighters. These guys are a lot more board flat than your average driver. I have 2 Hypercanes. The first Hypercane, it's gonna be their stock PL. This guy is insanely beefy. You guys saw my Hellfire, but this thing is way more overstable and it goes a little bit further. Now this specific run of Hypercane, the Colradolin 2023 Ledgestone Open Champion, this thing goes. If you're looking for a little bit more flat of a driver that you really want to see bomb, if it's flat feels more comfortable in your hand for either forehand or backhand, I highly recommend this disc here. Now, something I'm always having in my bag, especially for rainy days or hot rounds when I'm kind of sweating, is the Parker Welck drive bag. And if you guys ever see me warming up, you already know I got some sort of energy drink. Today's issue is the White Monster. Now, the patches on my bag, they mean a lot, man. Just kidding. It's the guys that gave me patches. We got AB, Arizona patch, we got a Hogan patch, and we also got a Yulee patch. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, that's my bag. Thanks for checking it out. Hope to see you guys out there on the course this year.